I'm going to save the magic parts for last. Let's talk about some of the other really cool features, the add-ons that come with it. Comes with a set of gloves with the nice rubber on the palm and fingers. I did try them on, they actually fit. I still wonder why they give you white gloves to change a tire in an emergency. Seems a little crazy. This is powered two different ways. Either you can use a 12 volt in your car, already hardwired into your car, or it comes with an adapter. You can put this on your battery and you'll have a 12 volt adapter for you to plug it into, like a lighter. Couple other things you should know about. Comes with 4 different size sockets for the impact wrench that it includes. How fabulous is that? And comes with a little emergency hammer. These things are so essential if something goes sideways. You have, in an event of an emergency and you need to cut somebody free from a seatbelt, you have a cutter here. You just simply slice through the seatbelt. Here is a hammer with a point on it. This is designed specifically for breaking glass, and it will do that. Here's just a conventional hammer. Great to have if in an event of an emergency. Okay, let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's start with this impact gun. Check that out. How cool is this? I honestly have never seen an impact gun in this kind of configuration. I'm curious to see how it will work. It is small, reasonably light, very simple to use. Anybody can use it. It says loosen, tighten. That is fabulous. Super clear on how to do that. This device has everything in the world. Let's start with the basics. You need to plug it in inside here where it says 12 volt is where the power input is, and there's actually enough room if you wanted to coil this up in there. I believe you could coil that up in there pretty reasonably easily. On the other side here, the hose accessories for an air compressor. So in addition to that, in this section, it comes with a couple different adapters for air things, right down to doing a football for your kids. But it also has 2 extra fuses in case you should need one. So it comes with a little wrench for a bypass if there's emergency and you actually lose all power, you can still take the hydraulics down. Before we move on to hydraulics, let's talk about the obvious. There is a flashlight here. On the front, there's a very simple, very clear switch for the flashlight. There's a very simple, very clear switch for the air. And then here, a big switch which says up and down. And up and down is very simply for this awesome 5-ton electronically assisted hydraulic jack. This will lift the vehicle up to 17.7 inches. That's 10,000 pounds, 17.7 inches in the air. I don't think I'm going to go there, but what do you say we go outside and we lift up the 6,000 pound truck that's sitting out there, our tow vehicle, and make sure it works, and then I'll come back, I'll give you Doug's score from 1 to 5, let you know how it worked. All right, so pardon the noise in advance. We're at a working RV center, so there's lots of big old diesels around, but I think you should be able to hear me well still. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to try jacking this up. I will, because I am not all butterflies and rainbows, I'm going to make a recommendation to the manufacturer. There should be some sort of small wheel chocks, because you want to chock your wheels before you start jacking your vehicle up. I've done that. Let's start with, I'm going to take this around back, plug it in. Let's make sure there's enough cable to come from a normal connection all the way to the wrong side of the vehicle and plug this in. Let's go see if that works. Okay, so the cable's nice and long, no issues there whatsoever. Oh, this is so cool. I can't believe I've never seen something like this before, but I am so excited by this. Nikki would tell you I have a huge safety kit that I bring with us, and the reason she got this is because this like really resolves a whole lot of big heavy separate units that I carry all in one little kit. This thing is awesome. Okay, things are about to get real. It's ready to go. Ready? Oh, no way. No way. This is so cool. I don't know how I've never found this earlier in my life, but I am so excited Nikki found it. Okay, so I'm not going to lift it totally off the ground, which I clearly will do easily, because I want some weight on this so that I can test the lug nuts and the impact on. So let's try that. Now I'm just curious what happens if I unplug it. It's totally fine, doesn't go back down. All right, so let's plug in the impact gun. See what happens if I hit L for loosen. Oh, no way. That is awesome. Look at that. I did not think it could possibly work that well. I am beside myself. All right, let's try tighten. Oh, okay. This is almost cooler than that, which seems hard for it to be. I guess there's really only one thing left to do. Let's take this down and just try the air compressor. These two main pieces have worked too amazing for the air compressor to fail this whole thing, but we need to try it. Let's do that. Alright, it's got a pressure gauge here, which I can tell you is accurate because I know I had the tires properly pressurized before this. I'm just making sure there's a little pressure on this so the hydraulics go down as quickly as we can so we can do the rest of the video. Alright, that is fabulous. I can tell you for myself, I have a bunch of those like electronic air compressors where you set the pressure and you can walk away and leave it and it'll go to that. And that's a nice luxury, which this doesn't have. But I can tell by the sound of it, it's a nice solid unit. I can see the air pressure is going up at a reasonable pace. And if the price I have to pay for that is that I have to watch and make sure I don't overpressurize my tire, I'm fine with that because this thing works great. I'm not sure what else somebody could ask for from an emergency kit. This is absolutely, bar none, the coolest thing I've seen in a very long time. This is a full 5 white fingers out of 5 fingers on the Doug score. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time.